I'm sitting in my car right now, and the moment that I knew I had to leave, I was also sitting in my car. He was talking once again nonstop, all about himself, and I found such a distance, a cold distance between him and I. I realized that we had grown so far apart. My partner was now a stranger to me. I felt like I was sitting with someone that I didn't know anymore. And I didn't realize until later that the comfort of staying was costing me so much more than what I was realizing at that moment. When you have someone by your side, there's this disguise of, well, this person is by my side, so I'm less lonely. It's better than just being by yourself, right? I think that maybe that's what I told myself subconsciously for many years. But then you realize that that very person that's by your side is increasing your loneliness. Hopefully, it doesn't get to that point with you. But when you realize that you're there, it's a very sad and lonely place to be. And you may have to walk away and be alone, even lonely again. I was living under the cloak of comfort for so many years. We had 2 incomes, a better home, dinners with other couples. And in many ways, it's what I wanted. I wanted my partner, my person that was going to be with me for life. Until you realize that that person, their presence, is making you feel lonelier than if you were just by yourself. That physicalness, that mere physical presence, is not doing anything for your emotional, your mental health, your fulfillment in general. And the drain was so slow, emotionally, financially, mentally, in all the ways. You realize that you are carrying so much more of the weight than you ever expected to. And then there was the infidelity. And so then you have that conversation, the couple conversation, that where do we go from here? And there was no honesty, there was no accountability. And you realize that this is no longer a real relationship. You're dealing with a lot of lies, a lot of what you didn't want in the first place. He showed me who he really was one more time. And I knew that I needed to make a choice, the right choice for myself. I was not going to allow myself to live a lie any longer, not stay complacent. I was going to be proactive and take my life back into my hands and move in the direction that felt right for my heart and my soul. So leaving cost me a lot. I sold many items. I donated many items. I basically parted with everything that I owned in order to walk away. But I chose myself over the material losses. And that was the biggest gain. It didn't feel like it in the middle of the mess, but I knew I had to do it. I knew that was the best choice for me, to preserve my sense of self, my sense of self-respect, and really move in the direction of the life and a partner that I knew deep down that I deserved. I had been trading away my self-respect in a relationship that didn't value me and respect me in the way that I really believed that I deserved. And that discernment was a turning point for really embracing my own sense of self-love. From that point on, there was no turning back. Discernment is self-love. And here's what nobody tells you. The first time you do it, it seems like it's the hardest, but then it gets easier. You start to see certain relationships, certain patterns that no longer fit anymore. You start to question, why are you hanging around with certain people or allowing certain people into your life? You start to practice more discernment than you ever did. Some friendships just start to fade away naturally. And there's nothing dramatic that has to happen in all of this. It's kind of just a quiet dismantling that happens. It's a knowing that everything is going to be okay, and it's all for a reason. That took several years, and I think I'm at the end of it. I think I have detoxed my life in many ways, including certain relationships. And I'm not going to lie and say it feels amazing all the time, because there are still times that I struggle with loneliness, but I also am being proactive about nurturing new relationships that are more in alignment, more about like-minded passions and interests and mutual communication and understanding and respect. And I'm very excited about the new avenues that I am embarking on in that respect. If you feel lonelier with them than without them, then you already know. It took years of filtering out certain people and certain toxic people. If you're in this place right now and you want to practice discernment and figure out who should stay in your world and who should go, I created a filter. It's in the description. And remember, every step matters. And if you're past the filtering and ready to talk it through with someone who's been through it, the first step is for you. Just you and me, one conversation. The link is right there too. The leaving took years. Choosing me, that only ever takes one moment at a time.